Good afternoon, YouTube. My name is Flightsimguy, and this is episode 4 of my California tour in the Eaglesoft development group, Cessna Citation X. Now, I do have a couple of things to report. First, EasyDock, after I upgraded to Windows 10, it stopped working. The fix for that is to find the EasyDock executable in the program files x86 folder, right-click, and set it to run as administrator. That fixes that problem. The Navigraph, the automatic database updater to update the Navigraph database. If you use that app, it's not going to update this plane's nav data. What you need to do is go to the Navigraph website and manually download the file for the Eaglesoft plane, run the executable, and point the executable to install the newest Navigraph database in the proper folder. I want to say the database is it's a MDB file, so it's probably a Microsoft Access database file. But the point is, Eaglesoft has all of their database in a certain folder. All you need to do is go to that folder and install it. And I did that, and it appears that my database for both FSX and FS9 are updated. So I'm anticipating that should fix any issues with regards to this plane MFD freezing up on you. Third, I'm still stuttering. I've done some research. The stuttering does not affect only FSX, it affects all games. And I've tried using the Windows Tweaker tool, turned off all the privacy settings. I didn't do it. I also Googled the solution on a windowsreport.com site. It says to disable the diagnostics policy service. I did that and I'm still stuttering. I found another post that says you need to set the timer, synchronize the timer of the screen. Right now mine defaults to 15 milliseconds. They say set it to 1. That hasn't done it either, so I'll keep working at that and see if I can find a solution. Alright, so this is episode 4. We are going from San Bernardino to San Jose. As you may recall, the approach into San Bernardino, we had to land. Let's go outside and take a look. We had to land on runway 6, which is here, going this way. And when I take off, I'm going to go ahead and take off on runway 24, starting down there, going this way. And the reason for that is, and I'm not sure if you can see, but they're big and high mountains back there. And this is a fast jet, and it can fly high, but at low altitude it's kind of sluggish. So I don't want to risk it. So we'll go ahead and do that. Got the flight plan here. We're looking at distance of about 337 nautical miles, so it's about a 1-hour flight. And anything unusual here in the flight plan? Departing, we're just going to go over some VOR towers, and then on our arrival we're going to take the Robbie 3 star. And with that, let's go ahead and fire up. Bring that back, give us some juice. Fuel pumps are on. Let's go ahead and fire up the APU. Oh, okay, I didn't need to hold that switch in. That's good to know. Alright, give us some bleed air. We got juice going to the plane. Let's turn on our avionics, and as you can see, the Navigraph database out of date error is gone. Standby power on. And let's go ahead and set our position. Remember, for this plane you got to do it on both FMSs. On both. And next we align our gyros. So let's go ahead and get a weather report. Oh, also, what's interesting, this is called San Bernardino International Airport. How can it be an international airport without a tower? That doesn't make any sense to me. Winds 208, 207 at 8, it's clear, 32 degrees, altimeter 29.94. And we'll see if the fix is in for this plane's MFD locking up. Let's go ahead and program the flight management computer, and I do have an EasyDock screen for that. Let's go ahead and use this. It's a lot better. We aligned. Yes, we are. And let's check to make sure our route makes sense. Whoa. Okay, that doesn't make sense. Alright, so we need to get rid of makers and we need to get rid of Corez. So let's go to our flight plan and let's go to makers and delete Corez. Alright. Alright, that makes more sense. Thank God for this review tool. 6 right there. Let's go ahead and set our heading. Okay, I think we're just about ready for engine start. So let's go ahead and get her done. Alright, we have bleed here, so let's go ahead and get her started. Okay, we got engine 1 going. Let's do engine 2. Alright, we're good on engine 2. Turn on all my taxi lights and landing lights. Remove my 2D throttle quadrant, and I was being a bad pilot, didn't turn on my lights. Okay, let's take a look at our warning. Okay, that's fine. And at this point I'm going to run through the checklist. Forgot to do my V-speeds. There we go. And while I'm here, I'll set up my PFD, or MFD, VORs, airports, vertical profile, and traffic. And let's go ahead and scroll into it here. 12.5 is about right. Alright, need to set my altitude to 40,000. Alright, so just a little observation. I find the developers of this aircraft, Eaglesoft, they do their best to help out their customers on their support forums. They can get very defensive regarding this product on the Absim forum and some of the other forums. Also, this plane has been out there for a while. I think it's time for version 3. There's plenty of things they can do to fix it, to enhance this thing. For one, they can make it so that you can just right-click on this thing so that it goes up by 1,000, then spending 5 minutes with your scroll wheel, wearing out your finger, trying to set the altitude. They can also make it shared cockpit compatible, clear up the bugs with the Navigraph and whatnot. Lots of room for improvement. Alright. Flaps take off.
Slides are still left stop.
Flight plan. And set our trim. Take off. Back to the checklist. Alright, let's take a look at the fuel. Fuel is right. It's at 5,500 and I set it for 5,600 when we got started, so we're on track with the fuel. Let's check our flight controls. There we go. Our rudder is good. Alright, we're ready to go. We are departing runway 624, which, as I recall, is down there. So let's do this. Brakes off. I'm not carrying a lot of gas, so this should be a little bit more nimble when I go to taxi. And there is my rumble. Oh man, I love my easy. That's that easy dock. No, that is AccuFeel. I want to say easy dock can give you that camera shake. Only problem with the camera shake is it's hard to interact with the virtual cockpit when you're moving around. But it is pretty cool though. Let's see if I can get my taxi on. Oh! Okay. That's F for taxi skills. Alright. Get back in. Alright. Now what I need to do is fix this. Okay. Alright. We are good to go. Let's check my before takeoff checklist. Let's go ahead and do this. Let's take a look at my fuel. Fuel hasn't changed. I'm not sure if there is that stutter. I'm not sure if the real Cessna Citation is as sluggish on the ground as this one is. You really have to get the throttle almost up to 50% for it to do anything. Tell you what, if all of us gamers can't fix this damn stutter issue, we should all file a class action lawsuit against Microsoft. I'm gonna have to look up that master caution. It has to do with one of the heating systems. Alright. I'm not taking off properly. I need to take off down the middle of the runway, not in one lane like I'm driving a car. V1. Rotate. Alright, plane did not want to get off the ground there. I'm not sure what that was all about. Positive rate, gear up. Stats retract. Heading. Autopilot. Okay. Vertical speed. Let's get that up. Okay, gear up. Flaps up. Let's go into climb. And I can go ahead and come left to get us on course. See how we're doing. Very hazy out there. And we're in the mid-teens with regards to frames. Not too bad. Exceeding the speed limit. Let's put our nose up. Some more. And at this point, I can go ahead and turn control over to the flight management computer. Whatever you want to call it. Does not have an auto throttle, so you have to manage your vertical, you have to manage your speed yourself, going up and coming down. Coming down is pretty easy, just add the throttle. But going up, you got to use your vertical speed indicator right here to keep things in line. Alright, what are you doing here? Okay, it's flying to intercept the course, which is fine. I can come off my vertical speed, approaching 10,000. I want to get this guy up past 250. So come over here and move our needle down to about 1500. That's this right here. And at this point I can turn off the APU. Passing 10,000 feet, landing lights, taxi lights off. And just for shits and giggles, let's see what the camera is going to look like. This one? There we go. Alright, we've got to do something about the speed. We're going very fast, so let's go ahead and increase. And here's a problem with shaking cockpit. You can't interact with anything. Everything moves about. But it does give you that realistic feel. Vertical speed. Alright, we need to come off the gas. And put our nose down a bit. Down, down. At this altitude, it needs to be climbing at about 1,500 to 1,200 feet per minute. There we go. Also, since this thing is FSX enabled, as you can see, it tells you what profile, what your setting is. So once you move your stick or move the throttle, it automatically says, hey, you're at the appropriate power for climb. And our fuel is in check, hasn't freaked out on us. We're looking good, passing through 24. I have the FSX commands to tune the radios programmed into my buttons on my Citation throttle quadrant. So let's see if this thing works. Let's select COM plus, there it goes, it actually works. Alright, so I want ATIS to be 126.95, so it's 126. Traffic. Double click. 95. There. And I have a key assigned to swap, which I think is this one right here. There we go. And that was ATIS. Tower is 124.0. To switch from left to right, I just hit COM twice. And then hit the plus key or the increase, and there it is right there. Whoa! I can tune my comm radios from here. How about that? I had no idea. Let's try it out. Let's do ATIS 126.0, COM 1. 126.95, 127.08. Ha! It worked! How about that? Okay, so I just cut a new track, and I'm not running in windowed. I am running in windowed mode, not full screen mode. So when I go back and forth between the applications, that's when I'm getting the stutter. It's not stuttering as much as it used to, but it's not 100% smooth either. Coming up on top of descent, let's go ahead and dial in. Like I said, I take it down in steps. Let's come down to about 18,000. Alright, past top of descent. Let's go ahead and idle. And then initiate vertical speed. And put her down. 2,600 feet per minute. And essentially what we're doing is a power off glide. Well, not necessarily a power off glide, but we've idled the engines and we're gliding down to our approach altitude. Try doing that in a piston aircraft. That would cause all sorts of problems. Could get carb ice, shock cooling of the engines. I'm telling you, simulators don't do justice to how complex and how temperamental piston aircraft are. They require a lot of attention to detail. Alright, check our fuel. Fuel is looking good. Next thing I need to hear is the ATIS for San Jose. 126.95. There it is. Alright, I just turned on FS Recorder. Let me make a note to myself here. Turn off FS Recorder at gate not underscore 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 B4. Okay, 4,000 will do it. Okay, 47 miles out, and we are at 8,000 feet. That's not too bad. On the 10,000 feet, we can go ahead and turn on our lights. See if I can do this while it's bouncing around everywhere. There we go. Is it going? There it goes. There we go. Close the bleed valve. And according to this map, I should be pretty good. What's my heading? I'm going north. You know what? Let's go ahead and hold it right here. With the citation, hitting the altitude button holds you at whatever altitude you're at. So let's go ahead and keep it there for the time being until I can get a runway assignment. 12 miles out. So far I've recorded 1,260 seconds. That's me. It's very hazy. I'm not getting a good visual on the runway. And it looks like I only have a 30 left. Pull up the right chart.
Traffic.
Go figure. According to this, I am well left of the runway, but I don't see a runway. So we are going to stay right here until I actually see a runway that I can line up with. Don't tell me it's all the way over there. Jesus. Oh, worst approach in the world. Autopilot off. Gear down. So that was the worst approach ever. Totally missed the run at the airport, but that's okay. I got plenty of time to recover. There we go. There we go.
Flaps 15.
Flaps 15. Oh crap, forgot to compute my V-speeds. Oh, I didn't enter my... Whoa! What the fuck? ATC! Jesus! Because I have Active Sky Next on it, wake turbulence is gonna screw me up. Oh wow! Alright, let's get my yoke back. I want everything to look good. Alright. I have a good idea as to what my V-speed is supposed to be. Jesus Christ, ATC.
Flaps 35.
Flaps 35. I'm below the glide path. What's the length of this runway anyway? 7,000 feet? Whoa!
Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink.
Flaps
Don't sink.
35.
Don't sink.
500.
Don't sink.
Damn wig turbulence! Oh, don't crash on me!
Sink rate. Full stop.
300 minimum.
Full stop.
You're up.
Alright, this is a go around.
Flaps up. Slats retract.
This is a go around. Thanks, ATC! Jeez. Okay, what's my plan here? Declared missed? Nope. I'm just gonna fly the pattern. Alright, let's see where I am. I'm 1,600 feet up. There's a runway. I flew over it. Alright, let's fly the pattern. Elevation of this airport is... Elevation at this airport is almost sea level. So I'll just go ahead and fly the pattern. I can go ahead and just take it in. I can either do it manually or I can use my approach hold. I'll go ahead and give it a shot. Okay. What's my altitude? 2,300. Let's go ahead and come up some more. Alright, I can go ahead and do my downwind. Make it a coordinated turn with the rudder. Okay, I'm clean. Gear up, flaps up. I don't think I'd have crashed anyway. The plane went right through me, and I didn't crash. So obviously, crash detection is turned off, which is good. And my FS recorder is still going. All right, I'm flying downwind, 4,000 feet, a little bit high. There's the airport. Okay. I'm not going to use an autopilot. I'm going to do this manually. Still recording. Alright.
Slats extend.
Give me slats. My nose is not supposed to be pointing up like that. Alright.
Flaps 5.
Flaps 5. Okay. Let's go ahead and make my turn. The base. What's my altitude? A little bit high. Can bleed off some altitude while I make this turn. Give it some stiff left rudder. This thing's fighting me. What's the deal here?
One to go.
Alright. Get a hold of the rudder pedals there. Okay, let's go ahead and make a turn to final. Go ahead and hold this altitude. Give it some left rudder. There we go. Now those buildings, they're placed in a very awkward spot. It's a long enough runway. I should be able to clear them by about 1,000 feet and still land safely. Alright. Gear down.
Gear down.
Hope there are no more jets behind me. This cockpit shake is robbing me of a couple frames. Alright, let's go ahead and get into the glide path.
Traffic. Traffic.
Oh Jesus, not again. Alright, there we go. Okay, am I lined up? Yeah, I'm lined up. Kinda, sorta. Okay, low. That's fine. Some gas. 5 notches flaps. Just keep it there until I clear these buildings. Alright. I'm losing it. I'm losing it. This runway is sloped again. What's up with these sloped California runways? Alright, let's wait until I'm too high. Those buildings should be past me by now. Alright.
Flaps 15.
500.
Alright, here we go.
One
300.
Oh, wow, I'm coming in too fast!
Minimums.
Flaps 35.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Speed brake Houston. 6 lights. 60 knots.
Indeed, ATC, indeed. Thank you so much for your help. Worthless losers. Alright, where am I turning? Let's go ahead and turn this way. Alright, that's some drama there. Flaps up.
Flaps 15. Flaps 5. Flaps up.
PFD did not fail on me. Let's see, where am I taxiing to? I need to keep my recording going until I've come to a rest. And we'll turn down here and find a spot. And I need to remember to turn off my FS recorder before I do any instant replays. Alright, let's go ahead and park next to this thing right here. And you know what, guys, I'm not going to do the power down with you. I'm just going to go ahead and call it quits right here. I want to leave the engines running when I shut off FS recorder so I can get some instant replays and not give myself any issues. It was a very uneventful flight until the last minute there where that jet screwed everything up for me. I'm using Active Sky Next, so it really exaggerates the wake turbulence. But anyway. Alright, man, so let me go ahead and run some replays, capture those. I hope to have this put up sometime this weekend. Flightsimguy here, thank you very much for watching. I will see you next time.